Hello folks, I am Abe and welcome to the Arch Stanton channel. Now if you haven't had a chance to yet, please check out our introduction video for our channel as well as our disclaimer video for our channel. I hope you'll find both of them informative and hopefully amusing. Now moving forward, there are videos that are fun to make. There are videos that are escapes from reality as it were, but this is not going to be one of them. This is a serious video, this is an informative video, and this is a current events video. And unfortunately, some folks might take it as a political video, although this subject shouldn't be even discussed, much less political. So, what is the video? Pistol braces. They're dangerous, they're deadly, they're everywhere, and they are a piece of plastic, sometimes with a Velcro strap around it. Now, what is a pistol brace? If you have a large, heavy pistol, including but not limited to an Armalite 15 pistol, as I have artistically described up here, what you do is you throw this on the back, then you put your paw through. You can grab the handle, strap it in. It was originally designed for disabled veterans, but it is also handy for elderly, infirm, and really anyone who just wants a little added safety margin, a little extra control over their pistol while they're at the range. I wouldn't think that's a bad thing, but, you know, I'm not the government. The reason this is even an issue is because the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or as they were referred to recently, the AFT, has decided that if you take your legally purchased brace and put it on your legally purchased pistol, that might be treading just a little too close to their definition of a SBR, short-barreled rifle, to be anything other than a grave threat to the national security of the United States of America, and they have to do something about that. So, what is an SBR? We got to do a little history for that. In 1934, they passed the National Firearms Act, and that was in response to the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which was committed with 2 Thompson submachine guns and 2 sawed-off shotguns, if I remember correctly. Please comment and correct me if I'm wrong. I always like learning more about history, and I don't like saying the wrong thing, so keep me honest, please. Now, what the National Firearms Act did was it effectively prohibited law-abiding citizens from acquiring or purchasing or owning either a short-barreled rifle, commonly called an SBR, a silencer, commonly called a suppressor, or a machine gun, to include submachine guns and burst-fire weapons. So the only thing we're worried about right now is the SBRs. We can do videos on the others another time if you'd like. Comment below if you'd like to see that. Otherwise, we'll keep going. So, what is an SBR? The ATF defines the SBR as a rifle having barrel or barrels less than 16 inches in length. So, I don't know why they picked 16 inches. I don't think anyone knows why. I don't know that they did any testing. If they have, I've not been able to find it. But either way, it seems very arbitrary. And the way they prohibit you from owning these things is they stick a $200 tax stamp on it. Any purchase of these, you must pay a $200 tax stamp and fill out additional paperwork and do an additional background check. Now, what's prohibitive about a $200 tax, you ask? Well, 87 years ago when this was passed, we were right in the middle of the Great Depression. And you can picture any normal citizen having an extra $200 to fling at a purchase is probably not going to be able to get it. Effectively, it was a prohibition of these weapons. Now, whether that was a good idea, constitutional or not, we can get into another time. If you'd like me to do that, let me know. But that's what we have to deal with right now. So, why does this attach to this make it an SBR? The ATF has recently sent out this 26-page monstrosity of a rules change proposal, and what they would do is they would change the definition of SBR, according to them, to include pistols and pistol braces, pistols with pistol braces attached, if the combination has certain other features, limited to but not including weight, or specific sights, or a forward hand stop, other things like that. Alright, here is their worksheet they have. Different characteristics of the combination are worth different amounts of points, and if you get 4 points or more, the combination must be registered as a short-barreled rifle. If you have 3 points or less, you might be able to not register it, but they also in here withhold the ability to count anything as a short-barreled rifle, so you're pretty much SOL if you have one of those. Now here's the funny thing about this worksheet they have. If you have different points, this is good stuff, fellas. This is good stuff, folks. So the weapon must weigh at least 64 ounces. Weight. deadly. All right. Other fun stuff. Adjustable or telescoping design, because heaven forbid you grow a little bit or you change shooters, change weapons, you can't have adjustment. That's an instant 2 points right there, and then you only have one left. Other things, they have different lengths in there, combinations of different lengths. Effectively, it all comes down to you have to have it a certain length, but they don't quite say that, because if they say you're good, then they can't get you. Now, other things, if you have a scope on it, that's an instant sight scope with eye relief, 4 points. Now, that's good stuff right there. I mounted a scope on a pistol the other day, in fact. Also, a hand stop, indicating two-handed fire. Now, I don't know what these ATF agents do at their academy. I think they must still be shooting John Wayne style with one hand, because for the rest of us, the Weaver stance and the isosceles, they've been around for 50 years, in fact. So those folks ought to get with the program and realize that putting two hands on the weapon does not make it a rifle. We have to have these conversations. It's 2021, folks. Why is this even an issue? Anyhow, we could go through more of this. I'll link it below, along with other videos that are informative, at least for me. Also, there is a way to comment with the ATF. Please take this, do your own research, and then register a polite and courteous comment with the ATF, telling them exactly what you think of this proposed regulations and why you think what you think about it, because this is it's a disaster, folks. There's no reason for what they're doing aside from just removing an entire class of weapons because they happen to have a certain accessory attached. All right, this is Abe signing off for the Art Stanton channel, and we will see you next time. Thanks.